Hi guys, welcome back to another review. This is the latest Mahindra Thar. The Thar is the iconic off-roading SUV that every Indian loves. Mahindra has made the most affordable SUV with the best off-roading capabilities in its segment. Unfortunately, the Thar still misses out on LED headlights in 2021. It still gets halogen headlights. But I love the look of the Thar. It is very nice. I love how Thar has been written on the grille over here. So this Thar looks very different than the older Thar now. It has got a very nice boot. In terms of build quality, the build quality of this is very nice. This is also how it opens. The capacity is practically zero. But I love how the way this opens and closes. That's how it goes. So guys, let's get driving. So the initial punch in the Thar is so much because of the torque. This is the diesel Mahindra Thar. It is powered by a 2.2 liter diesel engine which produces 130 horsepower with 300 Newton meters of torque. So the car's cornering ability is pretty decent. It is not on the very good side or on the bad side. It is in the mid. It does the job. There is a lot of body roll obviously because it is a body on frame platform, but the car is pretty nice. It has a stiff suspension. We're doing 86, 87 right now and we're taking a turn. Yeah, I can feel the need to keep my legs on the brake, not the accelerator, while taking the turn, because there is a lot of body roll. But the Thar is no doubt the best off-roader. It beats the Fortuner, it beats the Endeavour, it beats all other cars in this segment, and it is at a much more affordable price. Yeah, I agree there are not as many features as there are in the Endeavour and the Fortuner, and those are 7-seaters basically. But this car feels different. This car feels like you're driving a rugged SUV. This car describes the word SUV. The SUV word is being used, very wrongly used nowadays. Because you have the mini SUV, you have the compact SUV, you have the urban SUV. So nowadays the word SUV is being used to show height of the car, to show the ground clearance of the car, and not in terms of ruggedness or in terms of capabilities. So this car has a ground clearance of 226 millimeters. So basically it can go over anything. And the torque of the car is so nice, and basically the torque is very useful in an off-roader, because when it goes into ditches, when it goes into water, when you're actually taking the car off-road, it's the torque that helps the car cope up and not the horsepower. I love the driving position of the car. You sit on such a height, you have such a commanding position in the car, and much more that these windows are at your exact height. I can actually rest my arm over here I'm driving. So guys, I've been driving the Thar for about 4-5 days now, and I've never had more fun driving a car than the Thar, because of mainly the driving position. Unbeatable. The best driving position in the segment, I think. And then the brakes of the car are so nice. So the brakes of the car are very stiff, but it is not jerky. So if when you see Skoda cars, or if you see the Jeep Compass also, the brakes are very nice, but they're very stiff. The brakes of this car is not jerky at all, and that is because of the tires. The tires are 80 performance tires, which are 255 and 18 inches, and moreover, the car is paired with discs at the front and drums at the rear, which helps the car get very good grip on the road. The ORVMs of the car are so wide, you get a perfect vision of your blind spot, of your angles on the right and the left. So this is a very shocking and a very nice feature of the car. The car is IP54 certified, which means the interiors are water or drain or drizzle resistant, which means that if the top is open, so even in the hard top, the top can stay open. So when it's raining or pouring, you can keep the top open in the monsoon and not have an issue, because everything in the car interiors can get cleaned and nothing will turn bad. So the diesel version is a bit vocal. It's not vocal in the low end, but it gets vocal when the turbo kicks in. Around after 2000 RPM, it gets a bit vocal. So I've taken this car, I've tried maxing its speed. I think I wouldn't take the car above 120. I think 120 is the limit where you should stop driving the car furthermore, because it just gets very shaky. The ride doesn't get that good. The ride quality gets poor. So it's not preferable taking the car above that speed. But in the city or maybe on the highway, up to 100, the car goes phenomenally. Right now we're doing 77, 80, 85. You can hear the car, you can hear the engine. The car does get very vocal. We're doing 100 right now. So yeah, 100, 110 is the max I think I would go in this car, because I do not feel confident at all. Because when I was driving at 120, I could feel the wind hitting the car, I could feel the car going left and right, I could feel it on the steering, everything. So yeah, so the steering is nice. It has the perfect amount of stiffness so that you know when your car hits a stone, or so basically wherever your car is going, you would know because of the tires and the steering wheel. So I love the most unique feature of the car. It is still there in a lot of cars, but none in this segment. None of the cars at this price point and in this segment. Which is the adventure statistics. The car shows a lot of adventure statistics, which is basically on-road, off-road, custom. You can even change it according to you. You can change your speed, power, whatever you want in your custom settings. You can put it in the adventure statistics. Okay guys, I'm going to do a corner now. We're on 50. I'm taking. Okay. So on 60-70, the car does very good cornering. But this car is basically not meant for the city. This car is basically just meant to go off-road. It is meant for a person who loves off-roading. But the difference between the older and the new Thar is that the old Thar, only people who love hardcore off-roading would buy that car. But now this car is so practical because you can take it off-road, and because of the features that they've offered in the car, it is not the features are not as good as compared to the other cars in the segment like the Creta, Seltos. It does not have a purifier and all of that things, but does the job. It has, so the adventure statistics is one thing which is not there in any other car, but does the job. It has Android Autoplay, it has Apple CarPlay, it shows you different, your tire pressure monitor, it has a lot of different clusters over here, a lot of different information over here. So overall, I think the car does the job. It is a 4-seater car. The car also is offered in petrol and diesel, automatic and manual gearbox, and a soft top. Personally, I do not like the soft top a lot. I don't think the soft top look is very nice of the Thar. I think the hard top looks more rugged. So at my height, at my position, I can still see the bonnet of the car. And even though it's a big car, it's very easy to stare because you can see the edges of the car. Because you can see both the edges of the car, and because of the big ORVMs, the car becomes very easy to steer. So the water wading ability of the Thar is 650 millimeters, which means up to the bonnet of the car, up to the top of the bonnet of the car. So basically you can take your car underwater. Even if the car water seeps in, doesn't matter because it is drain resistant or drizzle resistant. I would love keeping this car. I would love to take this car out on road trips. Agreed, I would not be able to drive very fast. I would not be able to reach high speeds, but I would be able to do the off-roading that no other car can do. At least in this segment, at least in this price range, I think no other car can beat this. So this car, the diesel costs 18.5 lakh rupees. It is a lot compared to the older Thar. It is a big change. But I think it's worth it. They've given everything that you need in a car. They've not given useless features. They've not given extra features that are just for convenience. They've given the right amount of features that you need in a car. They've given everything so perfectly and smartly that this makes the ideal car. The color options are also very nice. Right now I'm driving a Napoli black color. I also like the Galaxy grey color. So the car, I think this is the first I've seen in any car. The car has roof mounted speakers. The roof mounted speakers look so classy, and it also gives you a very good sound because it comes from the side, because there are 6 speaker systems. So there are 2 speakers on the side and 4 on top. So it gives you surround sound feeling. I love the carbon fiber like finish on the AC vents. It also has a piano black finish with nice silver alloy kind of rims. So I love how they've given a very nice handle over here to hold, and the badging, the Mahindra and Mahindra badging with the serial number over there. The Thar badging on the door is also very nice. So basically I think Mahindra wants to show off about the Thar because the number of badgings of Thar inside the car and in the exterior are insane. There is a second gear lever. Again, Mahindra has kept it classic, and it's not just given a button for the 4 high, 4 low. They've given a gear lever which puts the car into 2 high, 4 high and 4 low. So the size of the glove box is very small. I mean, I don't think you can even put anything in except a wallet or a phone maybe in it.